In this lesson, we're going to look at operations with roots. Our objectives: understand what a radical expression is, understand how to simplify a radical expression. Our vocabulary: radical expression. Math expression containing the square root symbol where the square root symbol stays in the problem. Basically, it's square rooting a number that doesn't come out perfectly, so instead of writing the decimal and rounding, we leave the square root in the problem for an exact answer. So here are the rules for rewriting radical expressions. Addition: a square root of x, so a times the square root of x plus b times the square root of x, equals, well, what we do is we add the a and the b and just multiply that number by the square root of x. Think of it like terms. If we had 4x plus 2x, all we do is we add the front numbers and turn it into 6x. Well, it's the same thing with the square root. So like terms is how we add. Multiplication. Here we're going to take the lead numbers, the coefficients, multiply them together, and multiply our square roots and leave it within the radical symbol. In division, these square roots, we can just lump them into one big square root and then just reduce the fraction as it is inside and do any math that we can there. Alright, let's practice these skills. So this first problem, we have 3 square root of 5 times 2 square root of 7. We're going to multiply 3 and 2, which would give us 6. We're going to multiply 5 and 7, which gives us 35, and that's in the square root. If we could simplify this radical any, we would, but this is as simple as it gets. In this one we have division. Remember, we can rewrite this as square root of 15 over 3, where the 15 over 3 is inside the square root symbol. We can then deal with that fraction by reducing it or dividing it out. 15 divided by 3 is 5 inside the radical, so here's our end answer. As 5 doesn't square root perfectly, we leave it the way it is. Lastly, we have this problem, which is really just a distributing problem. So we're going to take square root of 3 and multiply it by 5 square root of 2. Well, the coefficient is 1 here, so 1 and 5 make 5. 3 and 2 make 6. So 5 square root of 6. Then we're going to take it to this one here, and we're going to get 3 and 1 make 3. 3 and 3 make 9. So these aren't like terms, we can't add them, but square root of 9 can be simplified into 3. So this is 5 square root 6 plus 3 times 3, because this is multiplication there, and this would be 5 square root 6 plus 9, and we're done because those aren't like terms, we can't add them together. I'm going to put one more example in here. Let's go 7 square root 2 plus 8 square root 2. Here these have the same square root of 2. We can add the coefficients, which would be 15 square root 2. Alright, so this has been operations with roots. If there's any part of this that you didn't get or you need to see again, make sure you pause, rewind, and rewatch, and bring any questions to class. Thank you.